Hi everybody, Jordan Steele 88 with another video. This is a Pirates versus Brewers series recap, so let's get into it. Let's start with game one of the series. Pirates won that one 12-2. Offensive explosion at Milwaukee or Family Insurance Field, or however you want to call it, in Milwaukee. But it was an offensive explosion. Just like the first game against the Mets, man. An offensive explosion in game one, which I'm going to talk about. I'm going to start with the pitching. We started with Fleming, who pitched about one inning, only give up no runs, and they didn't have a strikeout. But Quinn Priester, he was a winning pitcher, by the way. Um, he pitched 6 innings, only give up one run. The one run was an error they give up. So yeah, man. I think the other one was given up on an error. If I correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, man. But anyway, but Quinn Priester, he pitched pretty well. In his first time with the Pirates this year, he did not pitch well at all. He was sitting down to work on some things, or he was injured. But Quinn Priester pitched a well-deserved game. He pitched pretty well. Went 6 innings, 1 earned run, and 8 strikeouts. From the bullpen is Dan Santana, because we have a big league, which I'm gonna talk about. But Santana, he pitched 2 innings and didn't give up any runs and only 4 punch-outs. Now let's talk about that offensive explosion. So the RBIs were coming from Palacios, Reynolds, Tellez, Gonzalez, Sawinski, and Bart. Home runs, by the way, we had one was a grand slam by Palacios, Brooklyn, Reynolds, Tellez, Sawinski, and Bart. And Joy Bart, he hit that grand slam that put us up by 6, if I recall correctly. That was in the 6th inning, if I recall correctly. So, but they brought out the bats in that game one, man. They was bringing out the wood in game one, man. Incredible game by the offense, man. So that's game one of the series, man. Well pitched by Quinn Priester, man. So, and the offense doing their job. So let's move on to the second game of the series. The Pirates were shut out 9-0. I mean, the offense just couldn't do a thing in that series. The offense just couldn't do a thing in that series. I mean, Perez got tagged with a loss. It was not a good game for him. Not a great game for him at all. Perez has been absolutely terrible. Has been absolutely terrible in that game. Wasn't a good game for him at all. He pitched 4 innings, but gave up 9 hits, 500 runs, and 5 strikeouts, and 3 base on balls. Was not a good game for him at all, and not a good game for the offense at all either. So, we had chances in the 7th inning to close the gap, but I think Palacios hit a double play, if I recall correctly. I don't think he did. No, Hayes hit that double play. I'm sorry. So, bullpen did what they could to keep the deficit, but bullpen didn't play pretty well either. He gave up a combined 4 earned runs. Honeywell gave up 1. Ryan gave up 3. So that was not a good series at all for the Pirates, because I knew the Brewers were gonna come in game 2 just pissed off, and they were, because they were bringing out the best just like we did in game 1. So yeah, man, because the home runs came from Adames, and for the Brewers, the home runs were coming from Adames, Hoskins. I mean, Adames was tearing us up, man. He was just tearing us up. Willie Adames for the Brewers was tearing us up in that game. So not a good. That was not a good game 2 for the Pirates at all. Brewers came out pissed off. So yeah, so they shut us out. So let's move on to the third game of the series. Pirates won the third game of the series, 1-0. It was a pitching duel going on for both teams. Both teams' pitchers were bringing it, especially Paul Skeens, which I'm going to talk about. Because Paul Skeens and Warray were duking it out. Paul Skeens, man, I mean, his pitch count was going up, like going so high, like I just couldn't count. But he managed to get out a couple of jams and all that stuff. So Skeens was a brilliant pitcher. He went 7 innings, didn't give it any runs, didn't give it any hits, and only 11 strikeouts. That's why he's an all-star this year. That Paul Skeens kid is a stud, a definite stud for our pitching for the team, man. He's our ace of the staff, man. So Rory, man, I gotta give it to him with the Brewers, man. Even though I can't stand the Brewers, but yeah, I gotta give it to Rory, man, because he held his own too. Just have a hiccup, just give up on earn a run. So the offense, they tried though, but the only RBI came from was Grandal, who sent Sawinski home. So yeah, man, and then bullpen did wonderful, man. But Holman gave up 2 hits though. That ruined the combined no hitter pretty much. So, but Holderman, man, he almost gave us a heart attack, man. He was giving up the first 2 hits, had runs on first and second with nobody out. Got the next 2 strikeouts, and he walked the batter, and he got us out of the bases loaded jam against one of the better hitters in the game in Contreras of the Brewers. And then Roy Chapman, man, I was like, oh hell no, I don't even trust him not one bit to be a closer though. But David Bednar's gonna be back soon though. But other than that, Chapman did a hell of a job of shutting the door on the Brewers, and because it gives us the series win. So yeah, man, I just hope Bednar getting back, because I can't trust Chapman in that situation or any situation at all. So yeah. So that's the third game of the series. But overall, I mean, and then the Pirates just shut out the Brewers. They shut them out back though. So, but overall, the Pirates took 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, a place that the Pirates always had problems, because Milwaukee's never been conscious of the Pirates at all. So yeah, man. So we take 2 out of 3 against the Brewers. And next series, we got the Chicago White Sox on the road. So going into the White Sox series, they had to sweep. They got to get the sweep of the Chicago White Sox without question. 2 out of 3 is better, but I want to see a sweep though. And going into that series, they cannot take the White Sox lightly at all. They can't do that. The Pirates cannot take the White Sox lightly at all. They did that in Oakland and got swept. But they cannot take the White Sox lightly at all. So they got to get the sweep so we can be at 500 going into the All-Star break. So, because the White Sox are not having a good year at all. So I'm not underestimating this team, but we can't take them lightly. So yeah, man. So let me know what you think down in the comment section down below of this series recap. I talk about the Pirates versus Brewers, because this is a huge series win for the Pirates. So other than that, that's all from this video. This is Jordan Steele 88. See you guys in my next video. And as always, let's go Bucks.